Oh my god, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Medcore says, where did the sock character come from, and what's its backstory? Literally, it was a dare. There was a guy named Carl in our Discord that said, make your character this white sock real quick. And I said, bet. Pugga-chan says, how much hate do you receive? It's a weird amount, because it's not a lot, but it's not zero. Thought Patrol Yoshikage Kira says, why is Derper Nation so aggressive? He's Canadian? Ya boy Slim Venus says, are traps gay? Yes. Unity says, as a man from Texas myself, what's your favorite barbecue spot to go to? I don't go to barbecue that often. I kind of just go to burger joints. But if I'd have to say like a barbecue place, there's a really nice smoked place that's a mom and pop shop down near Dallas. Danindra Rasiad says, when you reach 50k subs, can you do a face reveal with Derpo Nation? You go on Twitter, you'll see his face. Finger Chicken says, what made you start making videos? When I was a kid, I just kept watching all of the things on YouTube, and I kept thinking, man, I like seeing all these people happy. I like seeing all the people interacting in the comments. This was way back in 2005 when it just started. I was really happy with the idea of making other people happy, because I always realized, well, I watch TV, I watch movies, there's gotta be something to this. And then later on in life, I discovered A Bad Feeling, Kryken, Neocranium, Bro Team, a bunch of people. And I suggest that you go subscribe to all of them, except Kryken. Don't subscribe to him, he's a faggot. Reznov877 says, are you ever going to try/want to do videos in VR? If you buy me a VR headset. Volt says, would you either suck dick or die?
You know you gotta die, right?
Fanny Frustrated says, do you have legs? Yes. Mucky21 says, what is your favorite gun? Oh, it's gotta be a Schofield Model 3. Oh, it's so, oh yeah. I'm Gold. Yay says, would you go gay for Stone Cold? Nope. Pancake Ninja says, why are your videos so short? So I can upload them more. Dreamable says, are you ashamed of being Texan? Fuck no. Super says, how long have you been playing Smite and who is your main? I've been playing Smite since 2014 and I have over 3,000 hours on it. Definitely Ares. I just like Guardians. It's a shame that Smite keeps nerfing all the Guardians so that the ADCs can be fucking good. Reese666999 says, when is Payday 2 is Fun 6? Good question. Halliwedge says, what's your favorite country besides America? America. Cocaine Addict says, why is Overwatch such a shit game? Because it took everything that TF2 wasn't and then made itself upon that. Overwatch could have been everything that all the TF2 players were missing. Instead, we got TF2 with waifus, with terrible map choice and awful game balance. Big Choi says, do you regret this yet? Yeah, I already went through all 500 comments. This is garbage. Oscar Luke says, least favorite state in the US? California. DJ says, are you awesome? Miss May 2021 says, what compelled you to start doing YouTube/streaming? By the way, love your content, some of the funniest stuff I have seen in a while. Miss May, don't lie to me. I've always just wanted to make people laugh. Reese666999 says, legit question, will you play Smallland once it's out in closed beta? Of course, absolutely. I really wanted to donate to their Indiegogo, but it kind of failed, like, immediately. Kevin D says, where's Payday is fun? Payday stopped being fun pretty damn quick. I mean, I want to say quick, but I have a little bit over 700 hours in the game. It's fun to an extent. Siglums A says, out of all the games you've recorded in the past, like Payday, Dirty Bomb, Duke Nukem, A Hat in Time, which one would you say is your favorite? Which one would you say is your least favorite? Payday was fun, Dirty Bomb's fun, Duke Nukem was entertaining, and A Hat in Time was great. I'd have to say A Hat in Time was probably the most fun I've played on a PC in a long time. I'd say my least favorite was probably Duke Nukem. Jordan Plasek says, what brought you to go into the police force instead of, say, military? In the military, I've been denied. I actually wanted to be in the military right out of high school. None of you would have even known or partook in any of this had I gone into the military. The thing is about the military is I am actually 10 pounds overweight what they require, and I just never really gained the momentum to lose it. And then eventually 220 became 230 and 240, but when I wanted to become a police officer, 240 became 225. Philippe Kudlik says, why did you claim to have no legs? It was honestly a running joke for a very long time. A very long time. And then the ZF clan realized, hey, talking to randoms is kind of entertaining. Only if they have a disability. I made everybody laugh, and then they wanted to give me tags, and I said, no. No, I don't want tags. But even after all then, people still assumed I pretended to have legs. Pretended to not have legs, even though it was entirely for fun. Danny Lynn says, why are you and Derp friends? He seems like an angry dickhead. Lol. Derp and I met on an old server. We just kicked it off. Had a great time. Kaksinksi says, what is your opinion about your subscribers and followers? All of you have shit taste. I've always wanted to treat people, if I had a fan base, with respect. I never really wanted this to be about money. And so far, I feel like I've gone in the right direction of it haven't been. Caden Seaborn says, who is the best out of your group, JFJ? There's a really big fat guy named Perithian. He kind of keeps us all in line. Giovanni says, let me set the scene. You're in the south of Spain and staying the night in a rundown hotel with your mates near a gas station. You leave your room, which is room number 3, and head out to drink some cocktails at 1900 p.m. with the boys. You lose track of time, and you've had a little too much to drink, so you decide to head back to the hotel. You can't see any of your friends around, and after a short search, you eventually give up and go back to the hotel. You arrive back at the hotel. It's 12:37. All the lights are off. As you stumble up the long, dark stairway, you eventually land on the first floor, and looking at your room numbers, you try to find number 3. As you walk along, you say each room number as you see it. 1, 1, 1. After a while of doing this, you start to realize that every room has the number 1 on it. After all the confusion, you see a door that is open a crack, and you creep over to the door to inspect. You open the door ever so gently until your head around the door frame. The feeling of disgust and anger overwhelm your body. You don't believe what you're seeing. You slam the door and run, but in the heat of the moment, you trip on a shag carpet and bang your head on the cold wooden planks. You're knocked out cold. You open your eyes. Your vision is blurry due to the heavy drinking, and leaning on the door, you stand and gather yourself. As you look at the room number, you see number 3, your room. You look around and see all the numbers go from 1 to 10. What happened last night? Have you started to lose your mind? Has a drink gotten to your head? Was it all in your imagination? Did you actually see the thing behind the open door, number 1? Ian says, do you feel that you've improved on your video editing the past year? I feel my video editing has gone to shit. It really has. I don't do this for money. It's stopped being like major fun. It's just nice to see everybody happy. Joel Hernandez says, can we expect any content with ZF? We are not on the nicest of terms. I'm kind of friends with only a handful of them. Yamil Alvarez says, how are you feeling, sport? You doing okay? I'm doing great. Crime Lord of Sesame Street says, what will you do when you reach 50k subscribers? Perithian says, why is your Discord so fucking gay? It's because you moderate it, dick-ass. Suko Tashi says, what happened to your Patreon? This 100% was supposed to be for fun. Even at the 2,000 subscriber thing, I said, I will not make a Patreon and I will not put ads on my videos. The thing is, I eventually ran into a situation when I didn't actually have any cash for myself, and I've been living off neat bucks. I wanted to see if maybe a Patreon would have been okay, but as I've seen all the things that Patreon makes people do, Soviet Womble uploads less and less with shorter videos, but he is making over $6,000 a month. It seems a little unnecessary to even want that. This was always supposed to be about fun. This was always supposed to be something that you could just tune in and say, hey, JFJ uploaded something. Time for me to watch it and then go and jack off or something. But with the Patreon, it stopped being that. It felt like a job. I didn't want this to turn into a job. I didn't want to lose motivation. Turns out I already have lost motivation, so being conflicted to Patreon would have been even worse. Zeepington says, have you been affected by YouTube's aggressive policy on demonetization? If so, do you believe it has affected your videos? I don't really care about the cash, honestly. Like, this was always, as I've said before, supposed to be about fun. If something gets demonetized, big whoop. I mean, dude, none of the couch cushions are monetized, and y'all love those. Crying says, what video are you most proud of? So a really, really old video of when I was playing Smite. I was playing Mercury, and I managed to get out of a 5-man gank. It felt really good. I think it was called Mercury Going Fast or something dumb. I'm Just Wicked says, fun is fun 6 when? I'm gonna get to it, fucker. Canned Can says, if you were a true American, then sing the national anthem? Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous lights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Fartface Shitlord says, why is Neo such a faggot? He's gay. Guffy Luffy Bro says, are you becoming a policeman just so you can shoot derp and get away with it? I hadn't thought about that. Hype Beast Burger Guy XD says, what does JFJ mean? That's a great question. Arif Iqbal says, do you actually hate ZF? I hate a handful of folks, but I love and adore another handful. Plague says, what's the main reason you want to be a police officer? I always felt like maybe I could do something with my life rather than just sit on my ass and make videos. Nico YT says, what's your one sentence advice to getting big as a content creator? Fucking don't. The site is about fun. It's not about money. It's not about notoriety. It's about having fun. If you're doing this for money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Gage Kiefer says, can you include me into the video, please? Only because you said please. Reese Gerard says, is water wet? Water's wet! Culted says, do you intend on doing this full time? So I guess the whole police officer thing just kind of flew over your head. Cherry Cola 123 says, why is the main characters in VeggieTales not technically vegetables? Isn't he a cucumber or something? Mirror says, is that the real JFJ? I remember you, we played Dirty Bomb. Jordaniel Ladaniel says, why have Derpination in your videos when you could actually make better content without him? Because he's a friend. Stone Cold says, why JFJ choice stream on YouTube rather than Twitch? Because Twitch is an awful, awful, awful monopoly on the streaming situation. And also, when you stream on YouTube, it tells all your subscribers you're streaming.